afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to this chemistry digital class. As last week we have started our chapter that is metal and non-metal, and we have done some of the topics: introduction of metal and non-metal, and physical chemistry, physical properties of metal and non-metal. Okay, as in the last video we discussed about the difference between metal and non-metal on the basis of physical property, which is very important question, and most of the time it is coming in 4 or 5 marks also. So let's recapitulate the same topic once again: physical properties of metal and non-metal. Dear students, metals and non-metals are the two different uh, types of elements. I can say elements is classified into metal, non-metal and metalloid, in which most of the elements in our surrounding are metals, and 11 or 12 elements are there which is non-metals. Okay, and what are the basic properties of metal and non-metal, how we can differentiate which element are metal, which element are non-metal. For that purpose we need to differentiate. So first difference is on the basis of hardness. So all the metals are solid except mercury. All the non-metals are, it can be solid, it can be liquid, it can be gases, but only bromine is in liquid. Br is the formula. Bromine is in liquid. Bromine, Br is the formula. Rest all are in gases. And carbon, diamond is the hardest substance. Second, metal are hard except sodium and potassium. Non-metals are solids and brittles. Non-metals which are solids and brittle, diamond is the hardest. Metal have lustrous property. Lustrous means chamkila. Non-metal do not have lustrous, and it has dull nature. Metal have high melting boiling point. Non-metal have low melting boiling point. Metal are malleable, which can made into thin sheets. Non-metal are not malleable. Metals are ductile, which can convert into wire. Non-metals are not ductile. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, whereas non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity, except graphite, which is good conductor of electricity. Metals are sonorous. इनमें आवाज़ आ सकती है, जैसे आप मेटल्स को बजाते हैं तो इसमें से एक साउंड आता है, like the school bell. Non-metals are not lustrous. Okay, so this is all about metal and non-metals. Differences on the basis of physical properties, which can be differentiated in different way also. This you can pause and you can write all these in your notebook. Okay, now today, after doing physical properties, we are going to start the chemical property. Okay, let's recapitulate in different way physical properties of metal and non-metal. On the basis of lustrous, all metal are lustrous, have no lustrous except iodine and graphite. So dear students, I appealing you that you just note down this difference by pausing the video in your notebook. Okay, this is same, that is difference between metal and non-metal on the basis of physical properties. Now today we will do the chemical properties of metal and non-metal, in which we are going to do the chemical reactions. Okay, physical properties, difference between physical and chemical properties. Earlier we did physical property. In physical property we are doing all those property which is we can see without doing its experiment in lab, without doing any reaction in lab. That is called physical property, like its nature, its hardness, its state, its looking, how it is looking, its sound, its conductivity. All these things we can do from physical properties. Now on the basis of chemical properties, first chemical property is a reaction with oxygen. Whenever any metals, first thing to you write some of the metals: sodium, magnesium, aluminum, calcium. These are some of the metals. You can you write these metals: copper. Okay, these write these metal in your one side of the corner of your notebook. Then now see, out of these metals, these first three are most reactive, these are medium reactive. So most reactive elements also produce some product, and medium reactive also. Least reactive are very rare, like silver, gold. These are least reactive. Platinum, least reactive metals which produce very less amount of product. Okay, so now first thing is reaction with oxygen. Now whose reaction with oxygen? Yes, metal reaction with oxygen. What will happen when metal will react with oxygen? Metal react with oxygen to form metal oxide. It will form metal oxide. Suppose when copper is heated, it combine with oxygen to form copper oxide. This is the reaction. Cu plus O2 will give CuO, and whatever 2 is there, that is balancing. Okay, that is balancing. You did in first chapter, balancing the chemical equation reaction. it is same. When aluminum is heated, it combine with oxygen to form aluminum oxide. Only the difference is in number, rest it is producing oxides. Same way some metal oxide and basic oxide, because they react with water to form base. It means that whenever matter react with oxygen, it will produce base. Okay, acid base chapter we studied, so it will produce base. Suppose sodium reacting with oxygen from sodium oxide, then sodium oxide will react with water, it will produce sodium hydroxide, and sodium hydroxide having OH. You know that all the molecules which is having OH is known as base. There are some metals also which is producing amphoteric oxide, mean they will produce acidic as well as basic property. Acidic property भी हो सकती है, basic भी हो सकती है उसकी. These are called amphoteric oxides, which is very important definition. This definition is very important. Amphoteric oxides are those metal oxide which show acidic as well as basic property. They are called amphoteric oxide. Aluminum oxide, zinc oxide are the example. Suppose aluminum oxide will react with 6 acid HCl, it will produce aluminum chloride with H2O. Same way, when aluminum hydroxide oxide is reacting with base, it will produce sodium aluminate. So it means that aluminum is that kind of oxide which can react with acid as well as base to form a salt, that is called amphoteric oxides. Next, the reactivity of different metal and oxygen is different. Like metal, when metal like potassium, sodium, it react vigorously means बहुत fast. Okay, quick reaction is there with oxygen and catch fire also if it kept in open. Hence they are stored in kerosene. So which metals are stored in kerosene? Potassium and sodium, because of its highly reactive nature with oxygen. Second, if magnesium is heated, it burn with bright flame. जैसे rubber, magnesium is a rubber. When you are burning a rubber, you can see a different color of flame is there. You can do this experiment, just burn the rubber on the candle flame, then just make the video of that flame color and do send it to me. You can observe different type of color of the flame. That is, you prove that magnesium is heated with bright flame. If iron is heated, it glow brightly. लोहे को जब गर्म करेंगे तो वो बिल्कुल लाल हो जाता है. That is also, you can make videos of all these. Okay, small videos. If copper is heated, it doesn't burn but form a black coating. Yes, copper wire, बिजली के तारे, उनको जलाएंगे तो काले रंग का धुआं निकलता है. सिल्वर एंड गोल्ड डजंट रिएक्ट बिकॉज इट इज लीस्ट रिएक्टिव. सिल्वर आपके पास सोना होगा, चांदी होगा, इसको जलाना नहीं है प्लीज. ओके, डोंट बर्न इट विद ऑक्सीजन इवन एट हाई टेम्परेचर बिकॉज इट इज नॉट it doesn't react with oxygen. Some metal like magnesium, aluminum, zinc, lead form oxide layer over it which prevent further oxidation. They are called self-protecting metals. Now if we will see the reaction of potassium with any acid. Second property is reaction of metal with acid. So you can see a reaction of potassium with acid will give potassium chloride. Sodium, it is highly explosive. Never do this in the lab. Okay, sodium HCl will give sodium chloride. Calcium react violently to give hydrogen gas. Magnesium react rapidly to give hydrogen gas. Zinc react moderately to give hydrogen gas. Iron react slowly to give hydrogen gas. Lead, copper react, it doesn't react. Lead, copper, silver doesn't react with acid because it is least reactive element. Okay, now dear students, one most important common relation in this all the reaction where all different type of metal react with acid HCl, it will produce what in the last? You can see all the metal when react with water HCl या acid, they will produce hydrogen gas. This is the most important property of metal. Metal when react with acid will produce hydrogen gas. Next, its reaction with water. Whenever metal react with water, it will produce basic oxide. Okay, it will produce base. When a reaction of any metal with water, it will produce base का जो symbol होता है, that is OH. So you can see here NaOH, KOH, CaOH, Al2O2, Fe2O3. These are the base. So metal react with water to form metal oxide or metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas. If you will talk about reactivity of different metal with water, sodium and potassium react violently with cold water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen and catch fire. Calcium react less violently with water to form calcium hydroxide and water and doesn't catch fire. Magnesium react only with hot water to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen. Metal like aluminum, iron, zinc react only with steam to form metal oxide. Metal like lead, copper, silver and gold do not react with water. So see here, sodium, potassium are highly reactive. It can produce hydroxide with cold water also. Calcium react less violently and catch fire. Magnesium react with hot water, whereas aluminum, iron, zinc react with steam. इसका मतलब है कि these are most reactive metals can react even with cold water. Medium reactive will react with hot water. Even less reactive will react with steam. Okay, void water. So this is the reactivity of different metal with water in different condition. Reaction with acid already we have done in one chart, but still metal react with dilute acid to form salt and hydrogen. So most important relation is it produce, all of these produce hydrogen gas, okay, and chloride. So whenever any metal react with HCl, it will produce H2 gas. Whenever metal react with any dilute acid, it will produce hydrogen gas. The reactivity varies from metal to metal. For the above metal, decreasing order is what? Magnesium is highly reactive, then aluminum, then zinc, then iron. Okay, copper, silver, gold do not react with acid. Even hydrogen gas is not evolved when metal react with nitric acid because it is a strong oxidizing agent. Hydrogen gas नहीं evolve होता है सिर्फ HNO3 गैस के साथ, HNO3 acid के साथ, because it is strong oxidizing agent and it oxidizes to produce water. It itself reduce the oxides of nitrogen. For example, copper is reacting with HNO3 acid, it will give copper nitrate. There is no hydrogen gas. Okay. Fourth is reaction of metal with metal salt. A more reactive metal displaces less reactive, that you studied in displacement reaction. A more reactive metal will displace the less reactive metals, in which magnesium displaces copper from copper sulfate solution and form magnesium sulfate. Similarly, zinc can displace the copper and change the color. Okay, zinc displace the copper sulfate and copper will replace by zinc, so it produce the different solution, different color of solution. Iron displace the copper and change green color copper into blue color. No, sorry, blue color copper into green color. This is blue color and this is green color solution. So by changing the color of solution, we can say that iron displace the copper. Here you can see one diagram is there. Copper is blue color and iron is transparent color. When we'll put the iron inside the copper, then what will happen after 15 to 20 minutes, the blue color iron change into green color. Okay. Fourth is how do metal and non-metal react. What will happen when metal non-metal will react? Metal have basically electron losing tendency, so metal will lose the electron and become positive ion. Okay, whenever metal lose any electron, it will produce positive ion and it will form this stable configuration. Magnesium, suppose magnesium have 12 and it will lose 2 electron. Why it will lose 2 electron? Because after losing 2 electron, it will get 2 and 8 configuration. This we have done in 9th class also. This is called noble configuration, Bohr's, according to Bohr's model. So that's why metal is behaving like electropositive in nature, because metal after losing 1 electron will behave positively charged. That's why metal is called electropositive element. And the atomic number of sodium, this already we did. Now non-metal, it has electron gaining tendency. So when non-metal gain electron and become negatively ion, it is known as electronegative element. Suppose chlorine have in the last 7, it need 8, so it will take 1 electron. When chlorine will take 1 electron, it will form the configuration 288, which is also stable. Okay, so very simple conclusion is what? Metals lose always electron to get stable electronic configuration, so that's why it will charge positive charge, whereas non-metals that will gain electron, and after gaining the electron it will get a stable configuration and it is charging negatively charged. So if we will different, sometime question is coming, difference between metal and non-metal on the basis of chemical properties. So first difference is all metal react with oxygen to form metal oxide. Non-metal, all non-metal react with oxygen to form non-metal or acidic or neutral oxides. Okay. Second, metal react with water to produce metal oxide or metal hydroxide and produce hydrogen gas, whereas non-metal do not react with water. Third, metal react with dilute acid to form metal salt and hydrogen gas, whereas non-metal do not react with dilute acid. Fourth, all metals react with chlorine to form ionic metal chloride, whereas non-metal react with chlorine to form covalent chloride. It is for producing ionic, it is producing covalent. Only a few metals like sodium, potassium, calcium and magnesium react with hydrogen to form metal hydride, whereas non-metal react with hydrogen to form covalent hydride. Okay, so these are the 5 differences between metal and non-metal on the basis of chemical property. You need to write down all these slides, all these notes. First you do difference between physical and chemical, physical properties and chemical properties, physical properties of metal and non-metal. Then you start the chemical properties: metal reaction with oxygen, metal reaction with water, metal reaction with acid, metal reaction with non-metal. Okay, then this difference between metal and non-metal on the basis of chemical property. It have tendency to donate electron. These are continuation. In continuation you have to write this chemical property. It have tendency to donate electron. Non-metal have tendency to receive electron. Metal displays hydrogen gas from dilute acid, whereas non-metal don't displace hydrogen gas and form dilute acid. It react with oxygen to produce basic oxide, whereas non-metal react with oxygen to produce acidic oxide. It react with hydrogen to produce hydrides, whereas non-metal react to produce covalent compounds. There are some uses of metal and non-metal in our daily life. Suppose iron, it's because of its high tensile strength, it used in railway track. Aluminium, light color, light in weight, good conductor of electricity, kitchen utensils. Copper, ductility and malleability, electric wire. Tin, it doesn't rust, electroplating of food cane. Gold doesn't rust and shiny, used in jewelry. Lead, ductile and malleable in cable casing. So like the same way we can understand the uses of metal with this flow chart. It use iron, steel, alloy, made in this way. So like this way, stainless steel 10 point mean you just pause the video, take screenshot of this page and do write down the notes on uses of metals from this. Okay, and non-metals, there are different non-metals which is uses. So if you want more information about non-metal, these are all non-metals: hydrogen, helium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, like this way. Some common uses are iodine used in antiseptic, Dettol. Oxygen is essential for all human beings. Sulfur is used in making firecrackers. Phosphorus is used in matchbox industries and fertilizers. Okay, so sulfur is used making sulfuric acid, salt, metal. Oxygen is used in respiration by living things and in fuel also, burning the fuel also. Nitrogen is used making ammonia, which is used for making fertilizer. Hydrogen used for making ammonia, which is used for making fertilizer as fuel in rocket also, for building also. Chlorine, it is used to kill germs in water. And iodine is used, tincture of iodine, which is antiseptic. So these all are the uses of metal and non-metal. Dear students, hope so you enjoyed this video and you understood this video. Now it's my appeal that note down all the notes, as nowadays notebook checking is there. So I have found that some of the students, they have not even done second chapter, they have not even started the work, not even done complete first chapter. Here we reached in third unit. This is not good at all, because you are in board class. You must first complete your notes, only then you can learn from your notes. Okay, so it's my appeal, still you have time, do complete your work. Thank you, have a nice day.